Let's see a sell off. I need to.
All right, all right. Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. If you're watching this video and it is a replay, we are the Trade Vets. We are the people on YouTube that will help you out with financial needs in a way that nobody has before. Why? Because we trade the markets like beasts, and we want you guys to trade the markets like beasts. And we will teach you the structure, because structure is everything, and seeing structure is to see the next move and to see the organization of how everything is played out. It's to see with a sense of magnified amplitude or something like that. But guys, if you are watching this is going to be a stream over a method called time price opportunity. We have myself, C130, Bitcoin Brad, and 3 a.m. Trader with us in the Discord. We are all chilling. We are the Trade Vets. We're all family here. I don't know if they want to say what's good. They probably will.
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
Aloha, good morning.
All chilling. About to see some of these people in the chat. Some of these great people in the chat. Always longing for knowledge. You shall receive. Man, my hands are cold. But yeah, this video is going to be over time price opportunity. We talk about it all the time, but you know, this one's going to be more specifically over that for any new people that are jumping in or that want to see how these trades are executed. We stream.
Did you post it in the
No, not yet.
Discord?
Not yet. I gotta wait a little bit for the link to pop up. Where do you get it from? Just from the YouTube?
Yeah, I just copy it off the YouTube and post it.
Okay. I usually wait for it to pop up on my live actual studio feed where my chat pops up. That takes forever using this interface. If you guys are watching, we stream every day 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Pacific time, and that's every weekday and weekend. And on the weekdays, we have an additional stream from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific time. So if you don't want to miss those, just check us out around those times. Check the Discord. The schedule's also in there. Guys, if you're in chat and you hear me say this every morning,
That's that first take profit right there, James.
kind of got to.
Yeah, exactly. G-low.
Yep.
Waiting to see the break G-low. Looks like it's going to. I'm looking for F now. F low.
Yeah, my next take profit is F low.
Hey, we see you guys in the chat. Can't talk back right now. Just managing this trade. Once we get the finger off the trigger, then I'll get in that chat.
Everyone in the chat's like, yee. Everybody at work
when
used to say that.
When the futures market opens, guys, it opens like a bucking bronco. You don't know which direction it's gonna go, and you gotta manage very, very quickly.
We're also in a short Bitcoin trade right now too, that I posted. So we got a chance. Everyone got a chance to get back in right when it came back up to around 35K. If you shorted, we're up about 100 points right here. So,
What can you
congrats. Hopefully we can break this M low and keep running it down. Laker, what's up? Anthony, Doink, Fox, Chappies, Ian, Jens, Elena,
Watcher.
Ian, Tulio, Mega, Jason, Clockwatcher, Otto, Hannah, Will, Mr. Tommy, Eric, Premier Crypto, Seb, Carl, Serendipity, Gabe, Eric. Hey, good to see you guys all this morning. Cold showers, Gabe. You took that cold shower this morning. Nice. You probably feel great. You wrote 49K. Yeah, I did.
Hey, Clockwatcher, I'm glad you're here. Brad might need a nurse after all these burpees he's about to do.
Yeah, for real, I might.
This man's gonna be sore. I have a thumbnail on here. I'm trying to find it. It was one that I had for Brad.
How's everybody doing this morning? Everyone have a good night or a good morning or a good day?
We might break this G low.
Yeah, we are gonna break the G low.
Unfinished business.
So today, some people were talking about risk management. And so Matt Flint with the 4.99. Thank you, Matt Flint. Way to crack the morning open, get it started. That's awesome.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it.
So with the with the risk management, right? So with a trade like this, especially if we're taking it off the open, if we're taking it at this 49K, right? Your stop is going to be right here, right above the 50, 50, 40. So if we go up here, that's where you're going to want to realize the stop. This is proper risk management, right? Yeah, it's a loss if it goes up there, but the thing is you have M, L, and K. I mean, you could rock this M high, and you know you're going to be wrong from there. But the thing is if you're not managing risk like this properly, what's going to happen is you're going to keep moving this stop up, keep moving this stop up. You're like, okay, well, I'll go K high, and then it comes up here, and then you're going to start looking back to one of these other letters back here, and you're like, okay, I'll do that high, and it keeps going up, and you just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, and that's what's going to cause some of these losses. So yeah, we are. It's definitely with the U.S. Open. We're not really seeing any movement right now. So it feels like my computer's frozen, but you want to keep a tight risk management on it. Um, I would like to see it come down to this prior point of control. If we look here, this 34,275, that would be a nice little move. But we did catch a nice move for those of you guys that were up last night on the stream, and were in the chat room. We took along some of us like around 32.5, other people around this 33, and it ran up pretty decently last night. So we're kind of just fading the market, trying to see if maybe these buyers are going to start taking a little bit of profit. One thing I did talk about, um, Noel said, I've called same position 6 minutes before Brad. Nice. You must be eating those red pills for breakfast. I like it. Um, so one thing that we are looking for is, or one thing we have to be cognizant of is there is a lot of people that are going to feel like they missed out on the short, and so they're going to be shorting, and the market maker kind of looks for that. They look for people to try to short a position where they feel like they missed out, that they get that FOMO feeling. And with that FOMO, what happens is they trap them all short and then they run it all up. So, that's awesome. Ski Boy, so Ski Boy was the one who originally brought up that long position last night in the room. Um, you know, uh, he got me to take a peek at it, and I mean, it was all him. I just verified that I agreed with the position, and then we kind of YOLO'd in, me, Ski Boy, Midnight, and there was a couple others, and we kind of just rode it up all night. I took profit at 34. That's where I had my take profit overnight. I should have just stayed awake a little bit apparently because we kept running up.
It was a runner or a ripper. I mean, all these plays. I mean, you guys, only in our Discord, we have been nailing these insane plays. It's been awesome.
Yep. So you guys can go ahead and bang that like button for us. That'd be awesome. Let's get that algorithm working quickly. Let's bang that like button.
Yeah, where's Tank Empty at, man? He's the one that coined that term, isn't he?
Yeah, bang in the like button.
Yeah.
I have to log in
Hey,
from all three of my phones and bang the like button.
see who else? Who else came in, man? So Doinked, Mad Cats, Munners. Who else is in here?
Hey,
Guys,
Cesar, is it
man.
Cesar or Caesar? Because like it depends on where the name comes from. I guess like from where I'm from, we call it Cesar. But
guys, if
there
you
we go.
are,
Nice little stop run about to come up. Let's see if we can get some follow through from some of these sellers.
that market maker's looking at this video, said Brad says we're gonna run the stops. All right, you know what? Let me just do the opposite. And then psych, it just pukes.
4230.
My 50 Cent keeps playing in my headphones, guys. I don't know what's going on here.
You gotta route it to the stream so everyone can hear it. Every time it goes
It's
up.
loud. It's loud.
It's loud.
Oh, it's loud. Yeah, it's loud. No one wants to hear that.
Oh
Morning
man,
Big Blaze, morning Timmy, morning Andrew. Welcome, you guys. Welcome.
guys, if you are new here,
Morning, Big.
we highly recommend having something to take notes on. Just because it will be a lot easier. This is not going to be like your regular crypto class where it's like, oh, bounce off of this line long here. No, I mean, some of these things, guys, is structure, and with structure, there's very key things that kind of got to, go and play for moves to have follow through. So I would highly recommend having a notebook. I just like writing things down and just keeping track. I mean, just write down, be like, title 2,000 point Bitcoin move TPO.
Right, if we
And
break this 29, I'm looking to get to 24.
if
26,
you have any
24.
questions, just
Oh,
come back.
I'm letting this run. My
Oh,
next take profit's at 20, 20 and a quarter.
20 and a quarter.
Yeah, I'm going all the way.
And I feel like a little girl right now, dude. Got
All the
26,
way up.
24.
Right?
I'm
letting
all the
it,
way up.
Down.
I'm letting it run.
And tell Fat Joe to make a remix all the way down.
Oh, not doubt it.
That showing the 50 Cent, we got beef, bro.
Yeah. Guys, we've been getting, we've been getting good
21,
feedback.
just one love now.
So, let's keep the momentum going. And, well, I see our community being very successful because you are all a bunch of successful individuals that want nothing but value and want to continue growing. So if we continue growing at this rate with amazing people like you guys, and we keep destroying the algorithm, I mean, if it's just a matter of time. It really is just a matter of time.
Hey. Morning, Crypto Mad, and welcome to the channel, man. What point system are you talking about? You talking about the raffle we have going on? If that's what you're referring to, then you can go over to the Instagram channel. It's the very first post. Got instructions in there. It's a class with Bitcoin Brad, teach you all about TPO and some other random things. So definitely check it out, man. Morning, Alex.
Yeah, I know we gotta get that. We gotta get that thing up to 500. Then I can convince
we'll do
3 AM
20,
to give me a little bit more time.
We'll do 25 in the class. You guys didn't show up for Brad with a 30. So we'll get 25 in the class for sure, guaranteed.
I'm gonna show the raffle, the list right here. I'm gonna pop it up on stream, guys. Here you go. It is huge. I saw you updated yesterday.
Almost 100 people, and I'm still not done updating, guys. So if you don't see your name on there yet, don't worry. But still send me those DMs. All right, I will respond back to everybody's messages. So just let me know.
This is the list, guys.
I hope the mic sounds a little bit better today too. Let's change it up.
Oh, it sounds good. Yeah, it sounds good, man.
Munners, thank you for banging that like button.
This is the list, guys. There you go. Right, these are the columns. Total entries right here, all completed, and these are the things that these are the requirements. There we go. That's the fancy word. The requirements, the prerequisites. There we go.
Aaron with the 5. Thank you so much.
Aaron. Thank you so much, Aaron, and thank you so much, Matt. You guys are great. Right off the bat, $5 donation. You guys are freaking awesome. All this is gonna go straight back into the infrastructure, guys. And you guys are just, I mean, you guys are killing it. We're gonna be able to grow faster. Thank you to you guys. It's gonna be insane the amount of growth we're gonna be able to reach in the future. Me, Bitcoin Brad, 3 AM, right? We talk about this all the time. We're just like, man, these guys are gonna be surprised because this is really just the beginning. We have so much to offer to you guys, so much to provide for you guys to learn, and through time we have so much to learn from you guys as well.
Morning, bless me. How you doing? Yeah, Joseph, you're third, man. I put the order on that list of who completed everything first. So if you guys see your names 1 through 37 and 1 through 39, all that means is just who completed all five tests first. And appreciate you guys.
So one thing to pay attention to here, guys, is we had this move down on the A period, and it came basically, one tick below M, and then now we're back at the point of control where the selling started. So, this is something that you definitely want to pay attention to, and if we start breaking this top of A, we have to be cognizant of the top of M. And when you see things like this where we're just, M ran these stops, right? You got a decent little stop run, not really much follow through. It came back, A opened up, went one tick below. And if you're in the short, the first I don't know where the first take profit was at. Where's my Discord? I put the first.
Anna Larson says, can you say hi? Hello, Anna. How are you doing? Hopefully you're having a great day, morning, or night. We are here for you. If you need anything, just at the Trade Vets, and we'll get your question answered. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, the first take profit, it was at 30. 34,816, to take a little bit off. So I like to sell a little bit at the bottoms of these. I know it's not very much, right? 100 points. But the thing is, you want to make sure you're covering your bases, right? So if you sell a little bit here, that should at least cover your fees. That way, if it runs up back to your entry, you can at least close the trade for a break even. That's that's my kind of my logic behind that. I have
Nasdaq
no
is
idea. I have no idea how to post this on my story to finish the entries, Matt. I'm pretty sure
gotta
you just
gotta try from the app,
copy
man. There's
paste
like
it.
a little
Yeah.
little thing on the bottom. There's like looks like a paper airplane. You just press it and say share to story. If you don't figure it out, man, don't worry. It's not the end of the world. I'll help you out. Thank you, Strange. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, change up the mic. Use the more expensive one today.
Not the mission control mic.
Yeah.
Mission
Cry
command.
bit. Start of the session is always a little complicated. Yes, sir, it is, man. So the start of the session, everyone's trying to figure out where price is headed to that day. One position is trying to get control of the market. So right now, depending on what market you're looking at, um, they're trying to take price over the overnight high, over on the ES market and on the Nasdaq, and they're doing a pretty good job of it right now. So see how it goes. So the first 30 minutes can be a little complicated to trade and moves pretty fast. So if you guys aren't familiar with trading or you guys are new to it, the first 30 minutes might be just a time you guys want to just sit back and watch. Just sit on your hands for a little bit, you guys, because it can be dangerous. You guys can get price can get ripped up pretty high, pretty fast, or pretty low, pretty fast. So just be careful.
Always manage your risk and stick to your trade plan, is as Bitcoin Brad always says.
I got stopped out, but stopped out for profit, so I'm just chilling with you guys now.
So that's one thing too. Let's talk about that. So I see a lot of or hear a lot of people saying they got stopped out for profit. We want to make sure that we're telling ourselves that we didn't get stopped out. We covered for profit, right? You covered a profit. That's what's good for your psychology. So like, let's say you got in here, price came down, you moved your stop to here, it came up and it took your stop. You didn't get stopped out. You covered for a profit, and that's one thing that's going to help your psychology going forward because when you tell yourself you got stopped out, that is your brain is naturally associating that with the loss because your stop loss is normally where you lose the trade, right? And so your brain has been associating that with losing this whole time. So you want to make sure that you're telling yourself that you covered for a profit. So I didn't get stopped out. I covered for a profit. That's one thing, going forward, especially with your psychology, that's going to help you guys. It looks like we're having a lot of new members. I am seeing a lot of new names in the chat today. So welcome everybody. If you guys are new, jump on that Discord, introduce yourself, or we'll shout you guys out. We are excited to have anyone new, anyone that's willing to learn, anyone that's willing to join the matrix with us and try to, you know, tax the market makers back a little bit. Like I always say, we get taxed so much that we try to tax the market makers back a bit. And right here we are seeing, a little bit of buying pressure. We have some sellers right here on the POC. It doesn't look like the volume is very high. It looks like we had a pretty fair auction down here. There was some selling, but also some buying as well. And so what we're watching for is to see this big seller that's sitting here on A, and then there's also, if I there's also a someone who tried to sell down here to try to really push it down a couple of times. Um, See if they are going to come back in at the top and try to hold us down, or if they're just gonna let it go and uh, get out of the way. And if they get out of the way, make sure you're getting out of the way as well. That's not something that you want to try to sit through just to be right. We're not in the business of being right. We're in the business of managing risk. And that's what's going to take you to the promised land is if you are managing risk properly and
Ooh, there
consistently,
she goes.
that's what's going to that's what's going to be taking you to
All right,
the
Nasdaq again.
yeah, I'm in the short.
Well, I just took a new position, so
Oh.
just want to let you know.
Um yeah, I just added right here. Sorry guys.
Hey, burn
Um
it 70 pill popping animal, Lil Wayne.
And so here we go. So you had some buying try to come in right here, and they're letting it come down. So like I said, the U.S. Open is a very tricky spot. We haven't got a lot of action. Actually, the most action that we've gotten lately has been right when the U.S. market closes. And typically that tends to be because people that are trading on margin the Bitcoin futures are having to close their positions. And so with that, when they're closing their positions, that's what they basically have to settle it, right? So when you're trading on margin, you're basically borrowing money. And hang on, I can't hear anything.
Nothing at all.
Well, no, my 50 cent was going off, so I can't hear shit. Um, so the futures are selling off. Let's see if Bitcoin wants to follow. Hopefully it does, and that's kind of what I'm basing this off of. Um,
Brad, do you mind if you take a quick question real quick?
yeah, of course, anytime.
Okay, Carlos Gomez is saying last night G broke F and E to the downside, but it went up. What am I missing?
Last night. Are you talking about this?
Yeah, he said
So,
G broke F and E.
okay, so this is what you're missing, right? So this is let me zoom out a little bit so we can look a little bit more at the structure, right? So here's our structure. Where'd my pen go? So here's our structure, right? We have this structure here, this structure here. So we have this D low, right? So the bottom of our structure is what we're looking at. So you have, you know, you can't really run the stops, right? And G does run the stops by just a couple of ticks, right? But no follow through and doesn't get down to D. And so this is letting you know that the buying or the supply is shut off, right? There's not enough if there's not enough supply to break out of this structure, out of this consolidation zone, then that's letting you know that um that if you are in a trade that you want to make sure that you're kind of getting out of the way because you are they're kind of trapping people down here. And if we look at the delta profile down here, um it actually looks like a pretty fair auction. So it looks like they just finished and nobody really wanted to sell anymore. And then that was it. I think the perfect entry right here would have been, if you have your structure here, have your structure here. Um, you kind of don't break the tops of F, but we did finish up on a green bar. H opened up, looks like it ran the stops, but it did come back down. Your perfect entry would have been, somewhere right here, or even on I period when it came up, it retested down. That would have been a nice entry right here. And that's when you get in your car and start driving up the hill.
Start whipping it.
I know my drawings are amazing, so try to share them with you guys as much as I can. Um, and then we just started one time framing up, and then now we're coming back down. But the U.S. Open is just kind of being pretty indecisive on us right now, so we just kind of have to wait. That's it.
We also have another question. Greg Chavez is asking, is there a trader's log you guys recommend, or do you just use any notepad?
I use I mean this one is kind of fancy, I guess, but I went to Staples. I don't know if they have Staples where you guys are at. But there is basically like a planner, right? Like a planner for the year or whatever. But this one is like a nice like leather thick one that, that doesn't it's not gonna just get all shitty. And then what it does is the pages are removable. So every year I can just buy more pages and take all these old pages out and put them in there. That way I can save my past trades and I can basically uh add new ones without having to buy a new notebook every single year. This way I'm just buying pages at this point. You know what I mean? So but yeah, any notebook will do. Is I recommend anything with some dates. Yeah, I can post a pic on the Discord for sure, Clockwatcher. Is TPO a type of strategy? No, so TPO, I mean, we do use a strategy off of TPO, but TPO is just a time price opportunity chart. And basically what it is each letter is representing 30-minute bars, right? Each letter is representing 30-minute bars. And uh, you're just looking at the highs and the lows, and we're just basically trading off price action and structure. So last night, during this stream, one of our members was calling out a nice long opportunity setting up, right? And it was because of this area right here. So we were, we were in a little structure. We had the open and we set up the little structure. This this bar came all the way up, all the way down, but couldn't take the crack on E, and this is where we decided to get long, right? We had to sit through a little bit of chop, because the structure kind of continued. And this bar right here, this is what market makers like to do. Is market makers like to run a couple of stops. So they ran the stops to the upside and then brought us back into the range. So all these people that were short, they took all their stops and then brought them back into the range. And so what happens is all these people were short had their stops run, and now they're back into where they would have been in profit. So they start shorting again, shorting again, shorting again, right? And what they're not realizing, because they're not looking at market structure, they're looking at momentum, because this is nice momentum to the downside right here, right? We're one time framing down. And this is what we talked about right before we got off stream, and then right after we got off stream, we had this J bar, and then this K bar just ripped it. And we were talking about this in the Discord. But so you have this momentum down, and people are pouring into this, pouring into this, pouring into this, pouring into this, and because they got stopped out, so now they're anger trading or FOMO trading, and then what happens is the market maker says, or big buyers like, sure, I'll take this, and you can kind of see the little, I'll make it a little bit clearer. Someone is sitting here deviously buying all of this and moving it up, right? We have our little Pac-Man here who's just kind of eating all these orders up and taking us up, right? And your sign is like, so I'm not saying shorting right here would have been a bad move. So if you shorted right here, the break of the POC, but when we get down to this I low and don't crack down to the F, and especially with J not even coming down to I, this is when like we talked about, right? Your four wheels on your car, here's your first flat right here. So this tire is gone. Your second flat is here. So now you have a car with two wheels, and it's time to you're done. Time to get out of this thing before it crashes. So, I'm not saying that if you did short here that it was wrong. What I'm saying is you have to understand how the market structure works and be able to jump out. And on the time price opportunity chart, this is the only place that you're going to see something like that. You are not going to see a you're not going to see that on a regular candlestick chart. You're not going to see that on the stochastics or the MACD or anything like that until it's too late. And this K period opened up when we were in the Discord after the live stream. It just ripped right as it opened up. It started just ripping all these stops, and it broke up. You had a spot that you probably could have added here. Then we come back into that consolidation spot. That would have been a nice spot to add. And then, it kept going up. I took profit at 34. That's where I had my profit because I had to go to bed. I couldn't stay up all night. But, that was not a bad spot.
We have a $5 donation from Progressive Martian. Thank you so much,
Oh,
man.
yeah. Thank you, Progressive.
You guys are great. You guys are great.
That is
You guys
awesome.
are honestly, like, I can't say this enough. You guys are honestly, just all about it and are giving us the opportunity to, you guys are just like, hey guys, look, let's do this. Let's go for it. And, like that kind of dedication, guys, that's like the stuff you don't even find anywhere. Like our entire Discord is 100% dedicated, and it's hard to find people who, it's easy to find someone in life, right, who is just like, oh, I'll learn it, right? It's easy to say I'll learn it, but like we've seen you guys take notes, you guys posting it on the general chat and in Brad's TPO channel. Like me and Brad have been talking, right, and we've seen some people on the TPO channel for Bitcoin, and your guys, the way you guys put it out there, the info, the way you guys exchange information, me and Brad are talking, we're like, yeah, this is great. This is, y'all are starting to learn and exchange information. And guys, you guys have been doing a lot of these call outs too. Like Brad said, he didn't he didn't make that call, right? Because we all see the market differently. Somebody saw it and Brad said, "Oh, yeah, that makes sense." Like, guys, you guys play a key role in the market because we are the key participants in it. And the market maker cannot fluctuate his value without us in there taking some sort of participating factor in that. And so we are combining our cumulative knowledge, and we're doing this together, and it's great to see it happening in real time.
Hey, real quick, Progressive. I'll answer your question, man. It says, I appreciate you guys being the only channel I've seen that calls out Market Cipher for being just a free TV indicators. I think you might mean TradingView. How do others not know that? So, the big thing is, man, it's called marketing. So, and, I'm not trying to put anybody down, but, same thing happens in other markets too. You guys come in, you guys see something, it's like, oh man, this person's making a whole lot of money. Things happen where it's like, oh, if I just buy this, I'll start making money as well. You might see other people posting stuff and see this is all just part of the marketing scam right there. Like I said, first thing, we don't even know if the guy even trades real money. Second thing is you guys are seeing something that's running 24/7 on the stream where he's making money. Like I said, this guy can, he can quote unquote buy these big dips and hold on to positions where he's down $300,000. I mean, I don't know anyone's going to do that. So basically, he's out there selling the stuff that, and I'm not saying anything that like that MACD is proprietary or any of this kind of stuff. Like none of this stuff is proprietary information. Somebody came out with this stuff years and years and years ago. All these Bollinger Bands, all these, whatever people are trading off of. And people just take the same stuff and they just change up a number. These are just math problems, and they go around and it's all past information. That's why these indicators don't work. It's all lagging information. It's all of moving averages and everything else. But people don't know because they just want the shortcut, man. They just want to take, this indicator. They want to say, hey, this is where you guys buy. This is where you guys sell. And that's all they want. They just want to be right. They want to know where to take, trades at. And it's something that, becoming a new trader, especially everyone in crypto, a lot of people that are starting off in crypto don't may have any experience in other markets. And even people that are experienced in other markets get suckered into these indicators. Like I said before, like I've purchased plenty of indicators before, and then I've also done a little bit of homework, and I've been like, oh, you know what, this indicator looks just like this right here. Like, what is this person doing? And sometimes you can put these indicators together yourself, and that's what someone did. These Vu Manchu, you can go there and get, we call them the ghetto market cipher, but it's like pretty much everything out there that's for sale. There's probably someone out there that has something that's similar for free, or you guys are probably able to do a little bit of homework and put it together yourself as well. But that's what, Bitcoin Brad is here for, C130 is here for. They want to show you guys how to trade the market so you're not reliant on the calls from Bitcoin Brad. I like my calls from Bitcoin Brad all day long, but it's also nice to just hop on the computer, look at the market yourself and be like, oh, you know what? That looks like a good short. That looks like a good long. I'm going to take that right there. And, Brad is trying to show you guys how to do it. So, you guys are in the right spot right now. So he's going to teach you guys how to trade, but he's also going to give you a whole bunch of tips along the way, a bunch of good pointers and call outs. All right. Michael Simpson, man, appreciate that $7.99. Thank you. I'll get off my soapbox.
Yeah, thank you so much, Michael. Guys, it's crazy. You guys that are donating, right? Honestly, we're super grateful and thank you so much. We're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, definitely. And so we're seeing a lot of buying. Look, it's 13 million buying up here. And this is kind of what I talked about in the Discord, is that we have to be careful of the upside, because I think a lot of people feel like they missed this short and they want to short the market. And typically when that happens, when everyone's kind of FOMOing in on the downside, market makers tend to look for that kind of stuff, and then they run the stops of all these people that were short, and then they'll push the downside. But as long as people are shorting, they'll just